Now live on 10 Tampa Bay, President Donald Trump sworn in as the 47th president. The swift action he's taking in the first hours of his second term.
Changing policy, executive orders signed into law. Tonight, the direct impact they're having on the Tampa Bay area.
Plus, celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., how the country is coming together to give back in the name of the civil rights leader.
Keeping you informed, prepared, and connected. You're watching 10 Tampa Bay.
First, a dramatically different direction in our nation's capital tonight. This is a live look at the White House, where President Donald Trump has returned for his second term.
It has been a night of pardons and executive orders, all happening within hours of being sworn in as the 47th president. The 78-year-old made history as the oldest U.S. president to take the oath of office, and his vice president, J.D. Vance, became one of the youngest vice presidents ever. You're watching Nightside here on 10 Tampa Bay. I'm Courtney Robinson.
And I'm Dave Wagner. President Trump quickly got to work condemning the past 4 years in an inauguration speech, promising to usher in a golden age of America.
The golden age of America begins right now. From this day forward, our country will flourish and be respected again all over the world. We will be the envy of every nation, and we will not taken advantage of any longer.
Tonight, the nation's capital is the scene of parties and balls, but President Trump is not wasting any time, signing hundreds of executive orders, 78 of them reversing Biden-era policies and withdrawing from the Paris Climate Agreement. Among other actions, he declared a national emergency at the southern border and signed an executive order attempting to end birthright citizenship. He also pardoned approximately 1,500 January 6th defendants.
10 Tampa Bay's Miguel Octavio joins us live in Tampa tonight.
And Miguel, many of these executive orders will have a big impact on people right here in the Bay Area.
And leaders here in Florida plan to carry out Trump's plans, especially when it comes to immigration. Some people continue to protest Mr. Trump, but others, including dozens here in Tampa Bay, are ecstatic about one promise he did fulfill tonight. And tonight, President Trump is also proposing to change the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. Tonight, Governor Ron DeSantis called it just that as he declared a winter weather emergency. The special session here in Florida focused on immigration begins just 1 week from tonight. Live in downtown Tampa, Miguel Octavio, 10 Tampa Bay.
Miguel, thank you. Amid celebrations across the nation and right here in Tampa Bay, two local groups came together in protest of President Trump's policies. Demonstrators gathered outside of Tampa City Hall tonight. They called it they are concerned about mass deportations, LGBTQ rights, privatization, and reproductive rights.
And, you know, this isn't the end. Of course, we're going to continue showing up in the streets. We're going to show out. We're going to organize. We're going to try to fight all his regulations, all his plans for deportations, all his plans for ending union jobs, all his plans for all sorts of things.
Hours earlier at OCC Roadhouse and Museum in Clearwater today, hundreds gathered to celebrate the moment in history.
It's monumental. This means a lot to my family and I. You know, our country's gone through so much, and this man never stopped fighting.
Many supporters tell us that they are hopeful it's the beginning of a new era.
And amid the pomp and circumstance, the Senate was strictly business tonight, proving members of President Trump's cabinet. The first to be confirmed, former Florida Senator Marco Rubio for Secretary of State. It is a move that will send a ripple effect through Florida politics as well. Last week, Governor Ron DeSantis named Florida Attorney General Ashley Moody to fill Rubio's Senate position. After tonight's vote, Moody will assume the role. As for State Attorney General, Governor DeSantis has not made an official announcement, but touted his chief of staff, James Uthmeyer, for that position. With confirmations underway, Vivek Ramaswamy is stepping away from the Department of Government Efficiency. He was supposed to head the department with Elon Musk. We do a full coverage of the confirmation hearings, President Trump's inauguration, and executive orders right now. Just head to 10tampabay.com.
Now to a live look outside from downtown Tampa. Boy, is it a chilly night across the Bay Area. Bundled up for sure. 10 Tampa Bay Chief Meteorologist Bobby Deskins joins us now with a weather impact alert.
Yeah, downtown chilly Tampa is what you're trying to say there. It absolutely is. 48 degrees, 43 in Crystal River, but still some low 50s on the map. The bottom line is the cold air is coming in. It does not warm up much tonight and tomorrow, and it gets even cooler tomorrow night. and rain moves in at times. So it's chilly, but we're going to have a cold rain tomorrow night. Now, there's some showers down south. You can see the clouds moving in. I actually expect a couple of showers to develop here after midnight tonight, including the morning commute tomorrow. So you will have to watch for that 30-40% chance or so. But the big one is this storm system right here. It's developing now. Guys, that is snow in southeast Texas. In fact, almost down. I mean, you get way down South Texas, they're not seeing it. But there is a big time southern snowstorm coming. Everything you see in pink from basically Charleston, South Carolina, almost to Brownsville, is a winter storm warning. Starting right into the Florida Panhandle tomorrow night into Wednesday morning. I'll talk all about that coming up in my full forecast. It's going to snow in Florida tomorrow, but not here. Not here, Dave. We're going to go down to about 43 degrees for tonight. I'll let you know that chilly rain for your Tuesday night into Wednesday, and if there's a warm up coming up.
Bobby, thank you. Developing tonight, police in Tarpon Springs are investigating a deadly shooting. Happened just before 8 o'clock tonight on Starlight Cove. This is a live look at the scene right now. Detectives are trying to figure out what happened. Investigators say one person was killed, but did not release their name or gender. Right now, they are trying to interview witnesses to figure out what led up to the gunfire here. If you have any information, Tarpon Springs police want to hear from you.
All right, take a good look at your screen right now. Developing tonight, police are searching for this man, Julio Torres. It happened Saturday night on 15th Street West. Police say Torres lost control of his car, hit a pole, and then ran over a man near the sidewalk. Investigators say Torres ran off, leaving the car behind. And right now, there is a $3,000 reward for tips leading to his arrest. If you know where he is, call Bradenton Police or report it anonymously to Crime Stoppers.
On this MLK Day, honoring the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. This year's theme is Mission Impossible, protecting freedom, justice, and democracy in the spirit of Nonviolence 365. He encouraged the world to reflect on the issues of racism and civil rights.
Today in Atlanta, Ebenezer Baptist Church held the beloved community commemorative service. Dr. King gave his first sermon at Ebenezer and was a church pastor until his assassination. His daughter, Bernice, spoke at the service, calling on followers to remember what her father led the country through and how he faced those challenges.
Nonviolence 365, which is Kingian nonviolence, is a love-centered way of thinking, speaking, acting, and engaging that leads to personal, cultural, and societal transformation.
Earlier this month, Martin Luther King III and his family were in Tampa for the NFL's Inspire Change game. He spoke then about a program in place to honor his father and encourage communities to take action.
We are mobilizing people around our nation to engage in 100 million hours of service. That's what our initiative, we believe, will create the climate for people working together, not turning on each other, but turning to each other.
The King family hopes to meet that goal by Dr. King's 100th birthday celebration in January 2029.
Here in the Bay Area, thousands gathered to celebrate the life and legacy of MLK. Clearwater, Sarasota, Tampa, and St. Pete all joined the nation in hosting parades, marching through the streets to honor Dr. King.
Super emotional. Pride comes to mind immediately, but then courage to be able to do what Dr. King did and lead a movement to change a nation, to change a people, to uplift our community.
On demand on 10 Tampa Bay Plus, you can find a closer look at the time Dr. King spent time here in Tampa Bay and the impact he's had on our community. A King's Dream is available for streaming anytime. You can download the app on any of your streaming devices.
Former President Biden issued last-minute pardons on his way out of office, but can they be reversed? Our Verified team looks into when they've challenged history.
Plus, frigid temperatures and snow are forecast to impact the Deep South and maybe even parts of Florida. We're going to tell you the last time.
10 Tampa Bay with Dave Wagner, Courtney Robinson, Chief Meteorologist Bobby Deskins, and Sports with Evan Klosky.
Before leaving office today, President Biden announced a series of preemptive pardons,
including, remarkably, for 5 members of his own family. He issued the pardons just minutes before leaving office. Now, these pardons shield his family and others from prosecution by the new administration. Biden pardoned both of his brothers, his sister, and their spouses. In a statement, Biden wrote that he did it not because they did anything wrong, but because he feared political attacks from President Trump. Biden also pardoned Dr. Anthony Fauci, retired General Mark Milley, one of the top military leaders who oversaw the withdrawal of troops from Afghanistan, and members of the staff of the January 6th committee who investigated the assault on Capitol Hill. Tonight, as President Trump takes office, some people online are wondering, okay, so these pardons, can they be revoked?
Verify's Casey Decker explains why it is not possible. Today's inauguration was moved indoors due to frigid temperatures in the Northeast. Many areas saw snow pile up overnight, including New York and Pennsylvania. And tonight, the Deep South is preparing for dangerously cold weather in Kentucky. Crews spent the day getting the roads ready for icy conditions there. Similar preparations underway in Texas, where airlines are already delaying and canceling flights in preparation for all the winter weather they're expected to see. The system expected to bring some snow to the Florida Panhandle tomorrow as well.
10 Tampa Bay Chief Meteorologist Bobby Deskins is with us. Now, no snow for us this round.
No snow for us. But the Panhandle, yes, especially west of Tallahassee, especially far western parts of Tallahassee. But today, or yesterday, I should say.
Look at that, 77.
There you go. That was about an inch. Some areas saw a little bit more than that, but generally that was about an inch. A lot of folks remember. Now, that's the last time we had measurable snow. If you're around 1989, we saw a lot of flurries in the area, kind of mixed in with some rain. So yeah, we've seen snow since then. It's obviously very rare for us to get it here, but 1977 is the big one that we haven't seen in a long time, right? Even Citrus County, cold rain, I think north of there, time, because normally it's beautiful this time of the year. But we're getting back to that next week, and in fact, I think we'll be even above it, so we'll make up for it just a little bit. Live outside, downtown St. Pete. That's the pier right there. We've got 48 degrees. Yeah, it's chilly, dry air too. 35-degree dew point. You can see the 48 in Port Manatee, 44 in Dade City, 47 for Wesley Chapel, 45 in Winter Haven, and 47 in Wauchula. Right now, that's chilly air. So some rain down south. We haven't seen as much in our neck of the woods, but we will, I think, before the sun comes up. So don't forget to tune in to Brightside early in the morning. Amanda will have you a first look at the radar. There's the storm system getting going. You can see the track. I kind of put it in here. You know, they could get 4 or 5 inches of snow on the outer banks of North Carolina really Wednesday morning. But here's the system getting started. Houston, airport's closing at midnight. All right, because of all this storm system. And right now, it goes further south. New Orleans, 3-5 inches of snow. If that happens in New Orleans, it's going to shut everything down. They're just not used to dealing with that. The reason why, obviously, we have cold air, but the cold air is plunged so far to the south, and you can see 22 in Columbus, 39 in New Orleans, and the wind's still out of the northeast, so it's still dragging cold air in that direction. As a result, the light blue, basically cold weather advisories. The dark blues, extreme cold air warnings, basically. And then now you've got our winter storm warnings that are all across the Gulf Coast. I mean, from Brownsville almost all the way to Charleston. That doesn't happen that often. It's not in our neck of the woods. There's Levy County. That's Citrus, right? Levy County. Horseshoe Beach, though, they've got a winter storm warning. I think what's going to happen, watch this timing through tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Now into Lake Charles, getting towards New Orleans. During the day tomorrow, and this is around 1 to 2 o'clock, it gets in the western panhandle. This is 5 o'clock. It's already snowing in Tallahassee. So if you're going to go check it out, you need to get up there by tomorrow morning so that you avoid driving on those roads. Watch what happens tomorrow night. Here comes the heavy rain. This is 11 p.m. Tuesday. Yeah, that's almost rain all the way to Jacksonville. But there's going to be a sliver here north of that that's freezing rain. And I-10, parts of it aren't going to be looking good. Heavy rain for us. This is overnight Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. It's about 3 a.m. But notice we don't get any of the frozen stuff here. The rain will be ending mid-morning on Wednesday for us. But for here in Tampa, Tuesday night and Wednesday, some good rainfall coming through the area, but it's going to be like 42 degrees when it comes through. That's a cold rain for us. That's the forecast for the GFS snowfall. That's for the European. I'm thinking 1 to 2 inches for Tallahassee, more to the west. These areas in Louisiana, I mean, I'm really curious to see how much they get. That's a pretty crazy snowfall, 4, 5, 6 inches for some of those areas. So we have a weather impact alert for tomorrow night into Wednesday for that very cold rain, especially Wednesday morning. And then we dry out a little bit, but look at Saturday, Gasparilla, cold in the morning, sunny, 63 for the parade. All right, Evan, how'd the Lightning do tonight?
Yeah, while you were screaming about the Lightning, I was screaming about the Buckeyes. We had a very loud newsroom today. The Bolts are a really good team, Bobby, but they're not good in their division, at least not right now. How John Cooper's pregame challenge was not answered by his team and why puck luck is partly to blame.
10 Sports is sponsored by Advent Health.
Did you cut the cord?
But still want your local news for free?
It can happen. Just stream 10 Tampa Bay Plus.
And the best part? You can watch us live.
Or catch up with what's happening anytime you want. It's always the latest news, updated weather forecasts, and a whole lot more.
We think there's no better way to stay informed, prepared, and connected. Stream the free 10 Tampa Bay Plus app now.
10 Tampa Bay Plus is sponsored by the law offices of Attorney Dan Newland. Now, sponsored by Advent Health. This is 10 Sports.
OH! Oh no, this Buckeye looked at ticket prices for tonight's game. That's why I'm here. Would have been quite the show to watch. We'll talk about that win soon, but maybe I'll have a chance to see my alma mater win another natty in 2029 when the game is played in Tampa. We'll be right back.
Well, don't be alarmed by the loud noises near Tampa City Hall tomorrow. As part of the Ye Mystic crew of Gasparilla's invasion, pirates will meet with Mayor Jane Castor to demand the key to the city. They gave her a dire warning, by the way, demanding a meeting at noon to negotiate a peaceful surrender. The event, by the way, is free, open to the public at Likes Gaslight Park. If the mayor refuses, keep this in mind, those pirates say they will invade the city.
It sounds so nice. They want to meet with the mayor. They'd like to have a discussion.
They started out nice, and then it becomes less nice.
The official Gasparilla festivities do kick off Saturday morning, starting with the invasion at the Convention Center, and then the Parade of Pirates starts at 2 p.m. on Bayshore Boulevard.
How was the Jones Parade, Bobby? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was a good time. One of the bigger crowds I've seen going out there. It was one of the bigger ones, so this year is probably going to be big. 63 and sunny on Saturday, but it's going to be cold in the 30s in the morning.
All right.
But it's nice and warm in Columbus, Ohio. Ohio!
Continue with us and watch free now on the 10 Tampa Bay Plus app everywhere you stream.